And here we speak truth to power. Here we don't compromise the truth. That is why we are called the headquarters of the truth. And my name is Blakk Rasta. And today we have a number of issues to look at in our daily editorial, aka the voice of the Patriot. Now the very first story we are looking at today is taken from Ghana Web, and it says it was mutual, not forced. MP on NUST SHS assistant headmaster scandal. Okay, so I read it. Now Theophilus Dominic Von D, member of Parliament for Chifo Ati Mokwa. Chifo Ati Mokwa has stated that the NUST Senior High School student involved in a viral video with her assistant headmaster consented to the act and not being forced into it. Now, speaking on a panel discussion on Adum TV on September 30, 2025, he said, "I am a realist. Personally, I like to say things the way they are. If you watch the video carefully, sincerely, the man was not forcing the young girl. He didn't force her. It was more of a consented thing. It was more of a consented thing," the MP added. Now the old man and the young lady agreed to do that, and it must be established. There is no sin in saying the man forced the young lady. It was a consented thing. Both agreed to be in that mood. I leave it here. What is the educational background of this MP? How did he become an MP? What is his level of understanding of consensual sex? These are the people who make me never dream about ever being an MP. These are the people who got into power by bribing constituents. My brother, my sister, I'm so ashamed at this guy. Very, very ashamed. This guy is called an honorable. If this report is anything to go by, Parliament should be looking at this guy again. Where is he an MP of? Chifu Atimokwa. What are the constituents doing? This one too is your MP? Oh, what a shame. Well, let's go into the details of this thing. Now, there was a viral video. Almost every Ghanaian saw it. We saw an assistant headmaster, as we were told, of a certain school called Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology Senior High School, NUST SHS. About 20 times the age of this girl, squeezing her tomato breasts. Those breasts are not even matured yet. My brother, my sister, these are the people who eat unripe mangoes. A mango bono. How old is this girl? What is the consensual age when it comes to sex in Ghana? Did the MP look at the age? What is consent when it comes to sex in Ghana? My brother, my sister, much as I'm not so fussy about the age when it comes to romance, I am worried if minors are involved in this. Number two, there is something that is called responsible behavior. If a student is sent to a school to be mentored and to be trained, to be guided, so that this student will be able to build a future, based on the guidance. And you turn the whole school into a pornography hub. And it looked so much like so. It was happening in the office of the headmaster. It looked so much like that. Like it used to happen at Lamte Mills. When it was reported in the Daily Graphic that Lamte Mills was sleeping with the little girls, my brother, my sister, in his school. He turned his office into a pornography hub for acting pornographic movies. Lamte Mills went ahead to impregnate a minor, we were told. Later, they came back with so many different ages just to exonerate or to give him a certain irresponsible alibi. From that time till now, Lamte Mills has never seen the light of the day. That school was doing very well. They were featuring on the national TV. They built a school band. The school was burgeoning. All of a sudden, because of some head teachers' dirty lust, we bring students for you to train, then you turn them into porn stars. What an irresponsible Lamte Mills. The last time I passed there, only goats and sheep were entering that school and coming out. Hallelujah. It's become a goat pen. My brother, my sister, and it hurts me when I'm told the history of the school. It was bequeathed to him by the father. So it's like a family legacy. But they turned it into a porn hub. I hear teachers in the school were also engaged in that. After all, the rot starts from the head. So the rot that hit the school hits the head and it spread all the way down to the tail. It came to a time the school's motto was Acho song. Lamte Mills, I say Acho song. As to what Acho song means, I don't know. My brother, my sister, now to this assistant headmaster, I don't know the age of this girl, but I can see innocence written all over the face. I'm not interested in what I can't see, but what I can see, I want to talk about. Was the student sent to the school there to have her breast massaged by this assistant head teacher? What else has this assistant head teacher done to this girl in the dark that we don't know? What are the parents saying now? Go and take the terminal report, whatever report, results of this girl. You'll be shocked that she's only doing well in the subject that the assistant headmaster or head teacher is teaching. And it's happening in our universities too. The other day there was another bleach-faced head teacher of a certain village school. Do we all remember the kitchen stool bedmatics? Kitchen stool. He was given a hot doggy style to another student, and a cock was in the background crowing, crow in the background. That was sweet music for them to engage in their doggy style. We were told right after that kitchen stools ran short in the market because other people wanted to try it. The Ghanaians that we are, anything that has to do with sex, we'll try. People are having sex with snakes, some are having sex with rodents, and we want to try because it's the new thing. They say man can sleep with man, and some people have gone into it not because of anything. They want to try it. Women sleep with women, and that is what is going on. For this MP, you are a disgrace. He's saying that the face of the girl didn't show that she was being forced. Do you know something, the thing called coercion? Have you come across that word? When somebody is coerced, in fact, they are made to do what is called a dress rehearsal. Let the dumb ones understand. I'm hurt. If this was my daughter, to be honest with you, I won't say what I want to say. Of course, the blame should also go to parents. If you do not give your daughters school fees and they have to go and be begging teachers to help them pay, you don't give them money for food, they go and beg teachers. There's no free lunch these days. Abortions will kill them one after the other. Coercion. If she's scared that if she says no, assistant head teacher will withdraw the favors, that is coercion. My brother, my sister, I don't want to talk too much about this, but I think that constituents should start punishing people like this. I'm so ashamed of this guy. He's also an honorable in this country. Now the next thing I want to look at, and I want to be very swift with this, is coming from Ghana Web, and it says, some police officers fear the firing range, yet chase promotions. And this is Muntaka speaking. Now the Minister of Interior, Muntaka Mohamed Mubarak, has criticized the current promotion system within Ghana Security Services, warning that it rewards complacency and undermines professionalism. Now, speaking before the Public Accounts Committee of Parliament on September 30, 2025, the minister stated that the existing arrangement allows officers to rise through the ranks simply by serving their years in office without demonstrating competence, skills, or a commitment to duty. So when you live in a country where people are merely promoted because they have been there for long, not necessarily via their achievements, then you know that this is a failed state. Somebody becomes headmaster because he's been in that school, lazying up and writing lotto for the past 20 years. So he's the most senior teacher there, he becomes head teacher. Why won't he squeeze the breast of little girls in the school? Somebody works in an office. He's been there for the past 20 years doing nothing. Because he's been there doing nothing, it is time to promote him from the nothing to something, so that he will continue doing his nothing at the something that is promoted to. Hallelujah. It is terrible, my brother. What kind of a country is this? Competence is no more looked at. It is no more an option. Why would it be an option when even your basic school examination, including your SHS examination, everybody passes hook, line, and sinker? They push everybody, nobody's repeated. Whether you've been able to grasp it or not, they promote you. So hard work has become a thing of the past. In my days, people were repeated. And we used to make fun of those who were repeated. So nobody wanted to be repeated. I remember clearly. When I was going to school at Ahmadiyya Secondary School, repetition was a thing. Every examination at the end of the year would have people repeated. Those who fell below the radar or out of the radar, they were kicked out into oblivion. And I remember Reverend Owusu Bempa. You know, everybody knew that he was more interested in some other things apart from education. He was interested in his football. He was interested in his SU. No wonder he's now a man of God going around preaching. He was repeated at Ahmadiyya Secondary School. Today, who is repeated in school? Everybody passes because government does not want to waste the so-called free education money on students who are repeating. The more we have students repeating, the more money we spend, and we don't want to do that. We are not interested in quality anymore. What we want is quantity. What a dirty mind. That's what Muntaka is talking about. Excellence is a thing of the past. Mibache, MBA, they are the people who are ruling us. If you try to rise a little bit, they award you a PhD. Pull him down one time. Nobody is interested in hard work, excellence, efficiency, efficacy. Do they even know the difference between efficiency and efficacy? My brother, my sister, Muntaka has hit the nail on the head. The quality of human resource we have in Ghana has dwindled almost into oblivion. And it's sad. Hey, so what happened in my days? People came out of school and they were sharp and brilliant. Not these days. They know more pornography than mathematics. They know more Sakawa. Hey, talk to a Form 1 student. What they know, my grandfather didn't know in the bedroom. Hey, they know the names of sex positions that never existed in any Kama Sutra book. Hallelujah. They know it. They know it. The internet is their teacher. How do we solve this? That's what Muntaka is talking about. Where are the leaders? Did these leaders themselves get there because of MBA, Mibahache, or efficiency, coupled with efficacy, hard work, and excellence? They say they have some awards called Excellence Award, and it's all about family and friends. How long have you been here? How long have you been loyal to me? Not how long you have been efficient. So the students no longer fail. All the students pass. Nobody is repeated. That's why teachers are squeezing the little girls' breasts. Tomato breasts that are not even grown well. Teachers hold these breasts and squeeze them. This little breast. What is in this breast that are attractive to you? Tell me. Somebody is saying it was consensual. She was smiling. How old is this girl? Does she understand what it is that she's doing? Are you ready for excellence? Or you are ready to be promoted because you have been there for long? If that is what you want, then the nation is in trouble. That is why all your contracts would go to Americans. That is why Chinese will come and take over your country. Very soon, all your local names are going to vanish. You won't see Kweku anymore. You are going to hear Chinhua, Tai Chin, Hon Hin. These are the names you are going to start hearing. Banku will no longer be eating. Fufu will no longer be eating. You're going to eat fried rice, Chinese fried rice, and whatever. My brother, my sister, our educational system must be deliberate. Today, you see students finish university, and when they start to speak, you wonder if they went to some latrine, because they don't even sound like students anymore. What happened to them? What happened to the education? Everybody's on the internet creating content. Nobody is in the laboratories, working out some experiments. No, it's a thing of the past. 14-year-old, she's more interested in the sex positions that would please a 60-year-old man, a man older than the father. Hallelujah. How would she respect the father? Muntaka has hit the nail hard on the head. We must be careful, or else this nation is going down. Now, the final story we want to look at today is also interesting. It says, Musa Dankwa's presidential ambitions polls, breaking up NDC and Mahama government. Hallelujah. Wow. It says, there is growing concern within the ruling NDC over the activities of Musa Dankwa and his outfit Global Info Analytics, following the release of controversial polls on the presidential ambitions of key government appointees just 8 to 9 months into the Mahama administration. Now, many within the party believe these surveys are being fueled by appointees eager to see the back of President John Dramani Mahama, while others oppose him outright as flag bearer. Now, critics argue that the fixation on succession is distracting appointees from their mandate, undermining government cohesion and focus. Okay, so we'll leave it here. The average Ghanaian is so lazy, yet wants to rise to the top. That's the problem we have. Some village boy has been picked up by Mahama and given a certain position. He goes there and now feels that, if I'm in this position, I can be president as well. It's not a bad thing to dream, but is your dream matched with your efficiency? Is it matched with your input? You can't sleep all day and want to pass your examinations. My brother, my sister, I don't have a problem with Musa Dankwa doing his statistics. He's a student of mathematics. We encourage science. The man is not doing juju. He's not a prophet who is saying that this person is going to be the next president in the next how many years. No, he says, this is my empirical evidence. I interviewed 500 people. This was what they said. This is what I've tallied here, and I've given you statistics. What is wrong with that? It's academia, isn't it? Academic. Right now, what President John Dramani Mahama has to do is to be a man. Mr. President, with all love, be a man. When you start hearing, what do? Release them to go back to their villages. If you bring a village boy and give him an appointment and he cannot respect and stay and deliver on the mandate to make you succeed and the whole Ghana succeed, and they are in a hurry to push you away, no sir, return them to the village. Is this difficult to do? There was a time I remember in my band, reggae music band, kuchoko band. You know, we'll go and play. And I realized that one or two members of the band, they would be talking to other people. I sing better than Blakk Rasta. Oh, Blakk Rasta, what song did they sing? Me, they sing passam. Me, they sing passam. Look, if we say money we are no get like me, I do Blakk Rasta, I do better passam. When I started hearing this, instead of getting angry, I gave them the opportunity to do better. What did I do? I called this one and said, you know what? I see that you sing so well. I want you to go solo. I want to record your first 4 or 5 songs for you so you can go solo. They didn't want to go because they knew that they didn't have what it took. Muff, Kasabebre. Today you don't even know where they are. Your biggest critics are your biggest, in fact, admirers. People who criticize you most, watch them. They admire you, they want your position. Too much talk. I remove them one after the other. This is not competition, it's distraction. There's a difference between competition and distraction. Competition is when healthily we are fighting for a certain leverage. That is competition. Distraction is to take my mind away from the prize so that I will look at you and you come and pass my back and go. That is distraction. My brother, my sister. And truly, it is happening in the NDC. Some of them, I don't know what problem they have. Some of them were friends with John Dramani Mahama from when he was nothing. Some of them saw him when he was just an assemblyman or whatever man he was. And today he's been able to rise by dint of hard work and maybe the blessing of the Most High God. And they feel like they are more educated than him. They are more handsome than him. They were those who even held his hand and introduced him to a certain big man. Therefore, they should have been their boss's boss. The fact that you are more brilliant than your boss does not make you your boss's boss. The fact that you are more brilliant than your teacher doesn't make you your teacher's teacher. Where you are is where you are. Wait and work and pray till you are moved up. Don't try to remove somebody and get in there. That's why the prophetic churches are so many. People don't study anymore. They don't work. They go and drink holy water so that their farms will grow. You have 10 acres of land. Plant cassava and work well. You go and drink holy water and pour holy water. Then you go and sleep for 10 months. You want to go back and cassava will automatically grow. That is foolishness. My brother, my sister, President John Dramani Mahama, it is time now to discipline some of these people, or else we're in trouble.
This is 3FM.